want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Now, as you can see, I just come across this news article. It says UK facing even tougher lockdown rules if mutant COVID continues to spread. Now, it's funny how they've said that the UK is facing even tougher lockdown rules if the mutant COVID continues to spread, because I believe it was just yesterday or something like that they introduced, some tougher rules for, people coming back into the UK, some higher fines that they said, and I believe possible prison sentences if they're not complying with the rules. As you can see, some pictures there, but I'm going to continue with the article. It says, there could be further lockdown restrictions if the South African mutant strain of COVID continues to spread across the UK, as scientists warned today. Professor Mike Tiddersley issued the warning after a study found the Oxford AstraZeneca jab was less effective against the highly infectious variant. Now that's interesting, because here it says that a study has found that the AstraZeneca jab was less effective against the highly infectious variant. But here it is, if you say that you don't want to take it, they're gonna say that, you're a threat. You're ultimately a threat to society, because you're not trying to get the vaccine to protect yourself and others around you, because they're trying to make it seem like you're doing something wrong. And you're only being circumspect. But I'm going to continue with this. The sage scientist told the BBC Radio 4 Today program, it means that even with high levels of vaccination, there will be a lot of people that could potentially get infected and could potentially pass it on. Now that's interesting. So even with the large vaccine distributions, with a whole bunch of people taking it, there's right here they're saying that people can potentially get infected and pass it on from there. And even with these large vaccinations, there could be more restrictions needed. More restrictions might be needed for longer, as it says there. And people of the world that keep saying, oh, it's gonna get better, because ultimately, the lockdown is really affecting them psychologically, because they've noticed they can't really go to places that they want to go to, because the places are on lockdown. Some of them may have to stay home or whatever. It kind of gets them in the head, because they're not able to see the people they usually see, like on a regular basis, like their friends and stuff. If we can't get on top of this, as it says, the study of around 2,000 people showed the jab only offers minimal protection against mild disease of the South African variant. Now that's interesting. It only offers minimal. Now let's go into the word minimal. Hold on. As you can see, a minimum amount. So what they're saying is it only offers a minimum amount of protection against the South African variant. And due to the young age of the participants, they could not conclude whether the jab worked against severe disease, Salakia. So they're not even able to conclude whether the jab worked against severe disease, because of the participants' age, as they've said here. Health Minister Edward Agar sought to reassure the public over the jab's effectiveness, saying Oxford researchers remain confident their vaccine could prevent severe disease for those affected by the variant. Some 147 cases of the South African variant have been so far identified in the UK, with experts warning these are likely to be the tip of the iceberg, due to the fact They are the results of random checks on the 5% to 10% of, of all positive tests. So, they're saying that, there's a potential for, for more of these South African strain cases, to be coming in. Dr. Tiddelsley said that it was very possible South African variant was already quite widely spread in the UK. So here is that this doctor believes that the South African variant is already rampant in the UK, and it's only because that we don't have all the don't have all the numbers, because everyone's not getting tested. He said the fact we're starting to see cases in the hundreds, albeit. Now, let's look into this word albeit. Oh, Salakia. Yeah, just bear with me 1 minute. Albeit he will progress rather slowly. Let's see, is there more definition? Although it be. In the low hundreds means that unless we've really got on top of this quickly, I would expect we could see quite a few more cases coming up over the next few weeks, and possibly quite a little bit more widespread. So it's a real concern. He said surge testing currently taking place must be effective to stop the variants spreading widely. But when asked if it may already be quite widely spread, he replied, it's very possible. However, the health minister said Professor Sarah Gilbert from Oxford, who designed the COVID vaccine, had said there wasn't anything she could point to that caused her to be concerned that it would not be effective against the severe forms of the illness, hospitalizations and deaths from the virus. Mr. Agar told the BBC Breakfast that dealing with severe diseases and people needing to go to hospital was the key thing we are seeking to tackle here at this point. He said booster jobs were already being developed to tackle variants, telling Sky News what we would all expect is every year we have our flu jobs. It would not be unreasonable to suggest something similar here. The minister said the virus will always try to outwit us, adding, we've just got to make sure we get ahead of the game and we outwit it. Writing in the Daily Telegram, vaccines minister Nadeem Sahawi also said scientists were working on updated vaccines to offer further protection against new variants. While it's right and necessary to prepare for the deployment of an updated vaccine, we can take confidence from the current rollout and the protection it will provide all of us against this terrible disease, he said. We need to be aware that even where a vaccine has reduced efficiency in preventing infections, there may be good efficiency against severe disease, hospitalization, and death. I got a couple of, scriptures to go, okay. First thing I wanted to get to was never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine. Here is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Because when you look back into history, look at this Tuskegee experiment and the swine flu. you know, these devils have never had, good intention for us, but all of a sudden, oh, they want us to have this vaccine that's gonna benefit us. May I point out that this vaccine, it's made in such a short window of time, and and they have full faith that it's gonna work. So here it is. You know, I got a couple more to go along with that, and then I'm gonna close it out. Smoother. So Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. As you could see from that news article, they want to seem like they're appealing to your better nature, saying that take the vaccine. You're gonna be, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping the people around you, because we don't want them to get infected and stuff like that. But war was in his heart, because they have no intention to help you. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. But obviously we have to stay circumspect, and we have to stay vigilant. You got my two last precepts, and then I'm gonna close it out. Be vigilant. I know this is not the one I was looking for. Slack it, bear with me. Oh yeah, be ignorant. Let's say an advantage. Yes, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So whilst they're pushing out this propaganda, we have to stay circumspect and not allow ourselves to be deceived. Because they're trying to use this to initiate, their new world order. But we have to stay firm in this thing. We have to pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gives us the spirit to endure. Just the last one. You Egypt for help. Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, because we're supposed to put our faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because ultimately the Most High is one who's in control of everything. Like the scripture says, fear not him that can kill the body, but fear him that can destroy soul, body and soul in hell. I believe, where is it? I believe it's in Matthew. Matthew 10 and 28. Fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Now, obviously, when it says hell, because obviously we know hell is not, a literal place where you burn forever and ever. Hell is a condition. That's saying that the Lord has, many ways, of torturing you and stuff, and the Lord can literally, destroy your soul, So we have to put our faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So in closing, I want to say all praises unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. May the blessing of election fall upon your households. I say let's enjoy this thing. Until next time, shalom.